Jeb can go for this one as well. Let us launch it. And this time we will launch in the right direction. And before we do our launch, we will check the direction that it is travelling and make sure that we launch in the right direction, because we made that mistake last time as well. VUW3, come back. VUW346, set as target 518. Okay, so where are we? We're there. So let's actually, we're in pretty much the perfect place for a launch. So we need to launch south west. Yeah, I think that's right. So that is north, which is the mistake I made last time. So we are launching south west. No, because that would make that east. But we normally launch east. Why is this nav ball upside down? I really don't get it. We want to go we want to go southwest. I think that's over there, isn't it? Our target's over there. We want to go over there. Yeah, I'm operating on that premise. SAS is on. Throttle is up to 70-ish%. Jebediah is in the pilot's seat. And we are ready for another launch. What's this, our fourth launch today? Third launch today? Fourth launch today, isn't it? So we are ready for launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. We are away. Nice clean launch again. Hopefully the launch will be as nice as it was last time. Coming up on 9,000 metres at 130 metres per second. And coming up on 10,000 metres, so we're getting ready to do our gravity turn. I'll let it go a little bit higher again like I did last time. And here we go. So, an unusual gravity turn this time. Oh, let's not go too fast. Oh, there goes our first set of engines. Let's just check that our orbit is going in the right direction this time. Well, it kind of looks like it is. Okay. The throttle is at 100%. We are not climbing quite as fast as I would like. But at least we are heading in roughly the right direction. Getting ready to dump the next set of tanks. Are we nearly in an orbit? Oh, we're outside of 70,000 metres, so we can slow this right down and bring ourselves down a bit nearer to the horizon with our burn. There go those tanks. Whee! And let's concentrate now on getting... Well, let's concentrate on getting into orbit, I suppose, first. We know we've got enough fuel for our burns this time, which is good. We are at 100,000 metres. Let's get our throttle right up. Come on. Wow, this is taking its time. we have just pulled our periapsis outside of the atmosphere, so we're on a 72,000 by 239,000 orbit at the moment, and we're not far off the right orbital period, so we've just got a slight adjustment that we need to make to that, which will be about there. Something along those lines. Yeah, we don't have an ascending or descending node there, so that must be almost exact. Good, good. We'll have to do almost a complete orbit to get there, but we'll be at our periapsis, which is good, because that's the best place to do any of those kind of manoeuvres. 25-second burn, that's certainly better than our previous adjustment was likely to be. Our 1.5 minute burn that we had to do. Right, so RCS on, let's get us lined up with our target. Let's turn the SAS off for the moment, so it's not fighting against us. Okay. Lined up, RCS back on. SAS back on, RCS off. There we go. And we will be ready to burn. Our burn is going to be 25 seconds, so that's T minus 12.5 seconds that we want. Let's just speed us up a little bit to get us nearer to that. Okay. Are we ready for this? There. Watch our orbit change. Cut. I think that will do us. We've got a descending node now, yeah. 0.1 degree. I think we can handle 0.1 degrees, don't you? Now, what we do need to do is somehow match our periapsis with the asteroid's approaching trajectory. To do that, we're going to want to first of all burn over here somewhere to push our apoapsis up. There we go, so that we will at least intercept. We can rotate it around a little bit too. There we go. Still on the right period, yeah. Let's extend it out just a little bit. There we go. So we just catch it. And then once we've done that, when we're up there, we'll adjust the opposite side of our orbit up so that we are on the right orbit. Where are we? We're there at the moment, so we've got a little way to go yet. 14 minutes. Just a 3-second burn. Okay, let's get ourselves lined up. We're going to want to be point in prograde, RCS on to adjust our trajectory. Ah, hello, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, Abjikadf. Abjikadf? Christopher? Is that an accurate pronunciation of your name? Feel free to correct me on that one. I'm sure it's probably not an accurate pronunciation of your name. Okay, we're lined up. RCS off. We have a 3-second burn coming up in just a few seconds to push our orbit up to meet what the asteroid is going to be doing. And we will do that in roughly 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. That's not a 3-second burn. I hate it when it does that. Right, I'm going to readjust slightly because our target is now in the wrong place. I just want to up the apoapsis. There we go. Right, let's get rid of that manoeuvre. Okay, so are we still on the same line? Yes, good. And we are crossing roughly where the periapsis is. Our apoapsis and its periapsis is roughly in the same place, which is good. Which means now, if we just extend this out, we can just kind of sit here spinning for a while and wait for it to come, and then adjust our orbit accordingly as it arrives. How are we doing for fuel? Loads of fuel, loads of fuel. I'm just getting myself lined up before I speed up time. Got plenty of time to do this. Don't think it arrives for another 20 odd days. RCS off, speed up time. Get round near our periapsis and just burn and see what we get. See how high we can get our what will now be our apoapsis. Quite happy to burn out this whole fuel tank because we've got this tank here as well, although that's kind of for our return journey. Ah, there it is. There is our asteroid. Currently at 13.5 million metres, not quite within the gravitational influence of Kerbin yet. Okay, I'm cutting our fuel there, cutting our tank engine, that's the word I was looking for, cutting our engine there. We're still on the right orbital period, so now we've just got to wait for our friend to arrive. So let's speed up time. So now what we need to do is start considering how we are going to meet this. What is going on there? Are we hitting the moon or something? Oh no, we're leaving. Right, okay, I think what we need to do is push our orbit outside. It's tricky to say, isn't it? I'm not really too sure. I've not done this before. Let's add a manoeuvre here, and then we'll use the handy little tool here to see. Really? Are we going to miss it? Is that what that's saying? Well, it's somewhere around there anyway, isn't it? So when we get round to that manoeuvre point, we'll do a little puff of a burn. In fact, I don't really need the manoeuvre node, because I know what I'm doing. I'm slowing myself down, so we're burning retrograde to bring that around. So let's let's not speed us up too much. Made that mistake before too. And let's get our RCS on and turn us around. How you guys doing in the chat? Any questions at this stage? Anyone lost as to what we're doing? Nightbot certainly went very quiet, telling people to follow and subscribe and what have you. But there you go. That's what you get for having automated chatters. Okay. So we're just passing the intersect point here. There we go. So our intersect is now over there. So if we burn now, we can bring this nearer. And that was too much, so our RCS is still on, isn't it? So I can bring that back with RCS. That will do me. 5 kilometres. There we go. So we have an intersect within 5 kilometres of this asteroid on our next orbit. This could prove interesting, especially since I think that 5 kilometres means that we're going to be pretty much right alongside it. But we're going to have to see. There's going to be quite a big speed difference between us, I think, as well. Let's see what we get. We are heading round, coming up to the moment of truth, guys. Okay. Target. There we go. We can't see it at the moment. Of interest, if I point, what do we want? We want to point ourselves retrograde to the target velocity, target trajectory. Stop. The difference in speed is only 464 meters per second at this stage, but I don't know how that's going to change as we get closer, because we are speeding up as it is speeding up. Distance 100 kilometers. Okay. So, we are 3.5 minutes away from this asteroid. Let's see if we can see it. That can't be it, can it? Is that it, or is that the moon? Whoa, 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 whoa. No, I don't want to do that. That must be the moon that I was looking at there. Yeah, that'll be the moon right over there. So, up and back from there. So it should be over there somewhere. There it is, over there. 45 kilometres. So, now what we've got to try and do is match up with it. We are currently going to be about 10 kilometres away from it when we intersect. I'm going to start speed matching now. Slowly. In fact, that's going much quicker than I expected. Okie dokie, Harvey, thanks for stopping by. Indeed, do catch the rest later on YouTube. It looks like we are going to successfully meet up with this asteroid on this occasion. It's a very tense moment. So, yeah, looking forward to the rest of this mission. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. .6. Okay, so our relative velocity is now nearly nothing. We're currently 10 kilometers away. Can we see it yet? Not quite, not quite. But we are now in a position where we want to start pointing ourselves directly at it and getting ourselves closer to it. .5 meters per second. 3.9 meters per second. Okay, so we are heading directly for it. Let's put the time warp on. Heading directly for it at 7, coming up to 8. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. There it is. Let's get our claws out. Arm that. There we go. And we are... come on. Oh, we bounced off it. You're kidding me. Right. Okay. SAS, stop us. Oh no, our SAS is rubbish as well. Yeah, we were travelling too fast, which I kind of knew. Okay, SAS is getting control again. Come on, SAS. Come on, come on. Right. We're now travelling at it at 1.6 meters per second. Let's make sure we're pointing directly at it as we do so. What's going on? Why is it not reacting? Here we go. No way, come on. There we go! We have captured an asteroid. Now, we're not really on the right centre of gravity to be able to adjust the orbit of this thing, I don't think. But what we can do, for example, is... where's the options? Free the pivot, and hopefully we can... Can we move around? We can. I don't know how far the pivot will actually allow us to pivot. Hopefully we can pivot so that we are pointing retrograde for the rocket. Come on, come on, come on. Because I would like to... Come on. I would like to slow this thing down. I don't think I've got the... That's not what I want. Oh wow, okay, that's... I think we're on the complete wrong side of this thing. That's a pain. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I don't think our pivot is going to allow us to do what we need to do. If we lock the pivot there, we're just going to spin the rock around, I think, which we don't really want. Fortunately, time warp stops it from spinning. Right, how are we going to do this then? We're going to have to... We haven't got the RCS or anything. This really wasn't the right angle. I wonder if we can adjust our angle if we let go. Release. And kind of slide down it. No. So we need to be, right, we need to be the complete... Oh yeah. What's that saying? We need to be underneath it? That's probably about right, actually. Yeah, we need to be underneath it. So, let's give ourselves a little nudge and see if we can get under this thing. Preferably without grabbing back onto it. This is going to be a tricky manoeuvre without any form of RCS. I could have sworn I did put an RCS on, like, reaction wheels on this, but never mind. Let's change that back to target. Okay, that's pushed us away. Let's spin round now. See if we can get under this thing. A chase camera, right. I want to be pointing right at the centre of gravity, ideally, but equally I want to be doing that in the right place. So I'm going to try and catch it on this little nub here. No. There we go, we got it? We got it. So, how are we doing now? Still not great, is it? Okay, that's actually increasing the speed somehow. Don't understand how that's possible. So let's try, see what we can do with the pivot. Which direction do we want to be going in? Okay, okay. If I can push this thing into a spin, eventually we will actually be pointing in the right direction, in theory. Oh, we're really spinning now. Okay. Okay, that tank's finally run out. Let's detach that. I think we are finally facing the right direction. We don't have very much power. We are spinning again. I don't think we are going to actually capture this asteroid. I've got a feeling it's just a bit big for the engines that we've got with us. However, we will name this asteroid and keep track of it so that we can see this if it ever does come back. Let's rename this no, we'll call this Jebediaroid. There we go. It's the Jebediaroid. Okay. Now, is there any science, any kind of crew report or anything like that to be had while we're attached? Nope. Reset that. Can you do an EVA? What do you get on an EVA out of this? Have your lights on. EVA report, no. Let go. Put your rockets on. Can we get some kind of surface sample? Nope. That's a shame. That would have been a nice little touch, but there we go. Grab on. Board. Where'd it go? I think we're in. Yeah, we're inside the asteroid. There we go. Okay, so we got up. We managed to find an asteroid. We've managed to grab an asteroid. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to adjust the orbit of this asteroid to bring it back to Kerbin. So all we are going to be able to do is rescue dear Jebediah. So in order for us to do that, we are going to need to let go of the asteroid. Release, there we go. Disarm the grabber. And let's just get us clear of the asteroid. And then we will get ourselves pointing retrograde. Have a look at our map and we will start burning. To bring Jeb back into orbit. There we go, Jeb is no longer leaving the gravitational pull of Kerbin. So we say goodbye to the Jebediaroid. It didn't rename it. You're kidding me? Why didn't it rename it? Oh yeah, it did. Jebediaroid. There we go. Jebediaroid. Wonderful. So goodbye Jebediaroid. It's been nice meeting you. Let's head round to our apoapsis. And we'll do a little puff of thrusters to bring Jeb back home. There we go. $4,000 in the real life that would be very deadly. Let's make it a little bit more realistic, although I do want it to slow down. There we go, 16,000 metres. So Jebediah is on his way home after visiting the Jebediah-roid, which is now off to continue its journey. There it goes. VUW346, aka the Jebediah-roid. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that, but never mind, there we go. Parachutes have been fired. We're going extremely fast. Thank goodness for the atmosphere, eh? Coming down at 500 metres, and there go the parachutes. Slowed us down to 4.2 metres per second, which is fine. So Jebediah is coming home safely, just in time to watch a Class E asteroid strike Kerbin. Let's speed him up. And splash. Jebediah is home safe. So let's recover that vessel. So let's go back to the tracking station and find out what's happening with this Class E asteroid. I wonder if it's going to pass by anything on its way in. We have 2 orbital craft which might be able to see this as it approaches. Oh! I went a bit too fast, but it did indeed strike Kerbin, and appears that it was destroyed. I don't... You know, it's been taken off the map, so it must have been destroyed. Let's say that the atmosphere destroyed it, which is unlikely, but there you go. The atmosphere destroyed it. So there we go, we did have a successful mission to meet an asteroid. And there it is, the 346, VUW 346, now also known as the Jebediah-roid. And we brought Jebediah home safely, which was our ultimate mission for today. So a successful mission at last. We will be looking at building a rocket that is able to capture an asteroid. Obviously we will need more powerful engines on the last stages. We will also be looking at bringing back our stranded astronaut who left the space station in a previous mission to meet an asteroid. So we'll be launching something up to recover him. And we will need to be restocking the Ellitopia space station because it is now understaffed and there is only one Soyuz pod there. So they are all the objectives of next week's live stream mission. Thank you for watching this week's mission. I hope that this has been interesting enough for you to want to follow us on Twitch and also to like, comment and subscribe on YouTube. I have been El Bristow, you have been watching Ellitopia Gaming. I will see you next time, guys. See you later.